It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey. How are you, Maim? How are you?
I'm here. I'm queer. That's it.
So who are you most excited to see in RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, Fight of the All-Stars 15,000?
I think the one I'm most excited about is Carrie Colby, just to see her outfits.
Okay.
Like,
I don't remember her. I
like she's like a fashion plate. Like I just liked her
Okay.
outfit. Like she just
Who's going to be the first one to go home?
Well, remember this one's going to be very different this time because they're going to be separated into 3 groups.
Do we know how it's going to be, dear?
Yeah, I was reading about it. It's going to be 3 groups battling each other, like just like the NCAA tournament. Like, and then whoever wins of the 3 groups, they're all going to go against each other for the final. They're not going to fight all each other together. It's literally going to be 3 separate types of competitions. So we'll see how that works, but that's the concept of this particular one.
She tried this in season 1.
Well, no, she paired them off in season 1. So this is a little bit different. We'll see.
I'm very excited to think about watching this. We'll see if I actually do. I probably will watch first episode and then be like, well, All-Stars, you lost me now.
Well, you like Ginger, right?
I like Ginger Minge, but
yeah.
she's been on it a lot.
She's a little long in the tooth.
And short in stature, yeah, girl.
I think she's just feeling herself because she's got that Ozempic energy. So I think she just.
I don't think she does have Ozempic. Is she Ozempic?
I think so. I saw her on the when they did their celebration of like their thousand show on the Strip. Like she's shrunk a bit down.
How could you tell? She's so tiny. She could just be getting older.
Are you sure it wasn't Darian Lake? I'm also very small too, so it's easy for me to tell.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard you.
Are you sure it wasn't Darian Lake, girl? Like, are you sure? Because she's.
I don't. That. Oh, Darian.
Oh, dear. I love how they got Linda Butthole Collins back in this because did she even get to go home, or did they have someone drop out and they're like, you're still under contract, come on.
I think RuPaul just really liked her. Honestly, like I think that's what happened this time is that of all of the girls that were in this season, like you remember that one episode where RuPaul was like staring at her lip syncing? I think that there's something about her that RuPaul really likes, but I don't know, but I don't know what it is. Because, every once in a while she has that weird motherly thing where there's like one that she takes on.
Did we talk about the final?
No.
You know my view on the final, right?
Yes.
What was my view on the final?
That she didn't win.
Well, that too. That's second view on the final. The other view on the final is she had to eliminate Lexi. Otherwise, Lexi would have destroyed her so much. Like, there is no way that she could have had Anya and Lexi fight because Lexi would have destroyed her. There would have been no way, nothing Anya could do. It would have been another Sasha Velour, and she was not going to have that.
I think that one of the things that they've been saying, which I have to agree, is that it has become too revealy. So I know that some people are saying that basically this has been a good thing because somebody won finally without having to take off 1,000 things. And I do find that to be true. Like the Drag Race now, I mean, taking it from the two of us, right? Like we are, for all intents and purposes, like old school drag performers. Like we both like lip syncing. We both like being dramatic and everything else. Like we might reveal like one thing, but that's just not our thing because that's not how we were raised, like in our culture.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
How
when
many reveals did
Versace
you
gets
normally
on
see?
that stage and reveals and reveals and reveals and
That's because
reveals and
because she's like
reveals and reveals and
that's why we call
reveals
her
and
Versace, because
reveals.
she's got so many casings.
That's not what we call Versace.
I know.
Because her tuck was a little bad for a little bit.
I know.
But it's
She had a
fine
mini
now.
tuck. She had a mini tuck. But that's not most of the girls.
Raven
Most
Simone.
But most of the girls had one
Most of
reveal.
the girls were very old when we were watching them, girl.
And they had like one reveal. Like it
Because they
wasn't
couldn't do another because of arthritis.
anyway.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
That's just not that's just not the drag lip sync culture we grew up with.
I politely disagree.
Okay.
Because
Her Mona Lisa.
look, I ain't saying Flex is that way. Like I ain't gonna say that. Now look, and I had some reveals. They were mostly my shit falling off. But
I was gonna say, I thought that was just like the blood under your skin when you fell on your knees.
But, oof, girl, I will say that the traveling drag queens that came through would often do multiple reveals. Like not just Versace, but multiple drag queens that came through would do multiple reveals. Like that was, but the ones that were, I guess if you're talking about the local girls, the ones that stayed, who were there forever, but how much of that is that they're comfortable?
But I think that people have started to equate multiple, just like death drops.
Yeah.
I think people now think that a death drop is an essential part of doing drag.
I think we could both agree that the individual personal songs has ruined the final.
Oh, yes.
Because there's no competition between them anymore. Like, and that's Sasha Velour again destroying Shea Coulee, who was supposed to win. Like you could tell Shea was going to win, and then Sasha Velour. And you've got to think about it. Sasha Velour did not know what song she was going to get to do that to. So,
but that's what I mean. Like when we go backwards, right? When we go literally backwards to that moment, because children now don't like to be introspective at all. Like people equate it to the rose petals. It wasn't just the rose petals. Watch Sasha Velour. She gave the most unhinged, amazing lip sync performance to that song. Rose petals aside.
Yes.
It wasn't even a competition before the rose petals.
Yeah, like you could see at the first I get so emotional, you can see Shea get worried. The second I get so emotional, she knows something's wrong.
Because you had a seasoned performer versus a artful performer. And Sasha said, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna do this like me."
And then, but it was the rose petals sealed the deal. Like that was
it.
Yeah.
But up until the rose petals,
you remember that time that Western Doodle had the dead butterflies?
Yes, and we should have said it then. We're like, okay, guys, none of you are gonna be able to repeat that moment again. Just stop now. Just stop now.
Girl. Speaking of a PETA moment, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money in. Dear listeners, if you don't know this, which drag queen was it that did that?
What's her name? I don't know, the one that's in the Vegas show. I can never remember her name now.
Dear listeners, you should Google drag queen
butterfly finale.
Yes,
in YouTube,
and you're going to see her like
the most horrified thing you have ever seen.
Butterflies.
The audience reaction, everything. It was. Ooh, boy.
I was thinking, were these real? They were. And I was like, is this camp? Because, like, if they weren't real, she's just, like, throwing dead.
She's never touched the word camp before. She wouldn't know it if it bit her in the butt.
I know. Oh, God. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm. You know, one last thing. I'm gonna say this. The thing about that butterfly incident that made it even worse is that she was an amazing lip sync performer.
Uh-huh.
And rather than do what she normally did, did that and ruined her chance to win.
Hey, Maim, did you know that we have another
Aquaria.
podcast? That's right. It's called Baking Sugar's Sanguine Podcast. Hey, Maim.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that we have a website?
What?
That's right. It's called mimsmaim.com where you can go. You can find out what we're up to, etc., etc. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, Maim. We ain't got very many of them recently because, dear listeners, we're sorry. We haven't recorded recently. It is 80% Maim's fault, 20% my fault.
Why is it 80?
It was 80 before.
Yeah, not this for this one time. Not all of the time.
No, just this one time. Just
okay. Cumulatively.
2 times, 3 times, 3 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 7 times, 2. Fine. This one time it's 80% Maim, 20% me. Previously it was.
Was it?
70-40.
Is it?
70-30. 20-30. 20-70.
I'm gonna leave it alone. You're gonna get into like a fractional
1 + 2
crisis.
+ 2 + 1. 2
Come
+
on,
2
Goofy
+ 1
movie.
+ 1. That's Clue, y'all. That's Clue. This is season 5, episode 10. Weave a tangled web.
We going to
Maim.
beauty salon. We going
What?
to beauty shop, girl. Baps.
Halle Berry's best performance.
It is. She should have done more comedy.
She should have. She should have. Like we were thinking about that, and my husband said. Okay. Said Mims. What do you think Halle Berry's best performance is? And I thought for a minute. I thought, and I was like, it's probably Babs.
You know, there are some actors where their comedic performances really were their best performances, but because we put down comedy so much, it will never be considered in their pantheon. And that, for me, feels kind of crappy. Like some actors, Meryl Streep, for example, Death Becomes Her really is one of her greatest performances.
But not her best performance. Her best performance is Devil Wears Prada.
It is.
There is no...
Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, some of her top performances were comedies. But if you ask most people, they'll give like, oh,
You're going to say She-Devil, aren't you?
oh my god, I forgot
Such a bad...
she was going through some things for that little bit of time, wasn't she?
She was.
I guess that's like when she started, like, she fell out of her starlet phase and was just trying to find her way as like a almost.
Well, she's
middle-aged
always looked
actress.
a little weird. Oh, did you hear what they're doing in England?
Just in general.
The British Film Institute
Oh boy.
has one of the few copies of the Technicolor version of the original episode 1 of Star Wars.
Whoa!
Like
Like
the
the
90s
original.
Like before George Lucas started fucking around with the VHSs.
Stop.
And they are just going to play it because they own it. Because they own the rights to it, they could play it. So fuck you, George Lucas.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, like
'Cause it's so hard to find that now.
You can't. Like you just can't because we don't know what was seen in the theaters. Like we know what was on VHS, so we can find that.
But
what was actually
have a theatrical release? Yeah.
Yeah, it's so there's like very few of these that take off. You may want to tell your husband to plan a trip to England to do that.
I know, right?
Like he probably would.
Finally, a reason.
Do you have to have a reason?
No.
I mean, you do.
I just want some crumpets.
What?
Crumpets.
You? Him?
All of them.
We're in Cabot Cove.
Cabot Cove.
And there's a dad cooking and a mom's home, and she's the worker and he's the house husband. It's very progressive.
It's very progressive for the time, especially in Cabot Cove.
Well, girl, there's a phone call. And it's Eric.
Who's Eric?
And she's like, oh no. That's somebody from a work call from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it
girl,
in the den.
work call. Okay.
So she goes to the den and we find out her name is Vivian Proctor.
Miss Proctor, if you're nasty. Boop, boop. Mm-hmm.
Eric demands to get with her tonight at the Starlight Hotel.
Mm.
And she's like, I don't know. He's like, you'll come.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
With that perm, that set
Girl,
perm
that
he
perm
got.
is nice.
Girl, it
nice.
is.
Come
It's
on,
all-
Robert Reed. Come on.
It
Brady
was very
Bunch.
Burt Convy.
Ah, Burt Convy.
I know you love him. Well, we're now in the Starlight Motel. We meet Frankie the bartender
Frankie.
and Augie Doggy,
But no doggy daddy.
but no Doggy Daddy. Dear listener, if you don't know Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy, you are missing it was a Hanna-Barbera characters
Oh, good.
of a little dog who has changed gender over the years. I don't know if you know that or not.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
like could never. It was always either a boy or a girl, depending on which iteration you saw.
Uh-huh.
And then the Doggy Daddy, Augie Doggy's Doggy Daddy, which sounds dirtier than what it is.
Yes.
Except stage left. I was always partial
Snagglepuss always sounded dirty. Always.
Who sounded like Paul Lynde. It was a flaming homosexual. Rip Taylor, bisexual.
No.
Yes, not full homo gay.
No.
Bisexual.
I feel scandalized right
He
now.
was happily married to a woman for years. And
Rip
then-
Taylor.
yeah, like openly bisexual, not like, and then married to a man. Like he married to a man at the end of his life, but like openly bisexual. And when they called him gay, he's like, no, not gay. Bye.
A lady. Exactly. I'm like, a lady had sexual relations with that man.
I didn't go that far.
Did she invent pegging?
Maybe he is
Butch Queen Fembottom? Like,
homoerotic by relationship,
okay.
And you never know. Outside of his persona,
Yeah, he might have been a real manly man.
you talk like this.
Yep, you're right. I was completely off there. I'm sure.
You know
I'm
what?
sure.
He may have given the woman the ride of his life with that mustache.
Giving you the best that I got.
Christ.
Every time he climaxes, there's just like confetti to the face. It's like,
Ah! Or the chicken with the spring on it. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I got more. Oh God, he was a mess. I
loved him so much.
Yes, of course we did.
So
I wonder
things.
if there's a him and Madam crossing at some point.
Sorry. Give me a second. I don't know if I'll be able to handle that.
Dear listeners, if you don't know who Madam is, she was a puppet on Soap who had her own show afterwards. She's based off of Phyllis Diller-ish, and her puppeteer was gay. Like, is there? You're joking. You're absolutely...
There's an episode of Madam's Place with Rip Taylor.
My mother should have known I was homosexual. That when I was a little child, like very young, like 1 or 2 years old, I was obsessed with Madam. Like, I loved that puppet. I thought she was the funniest thing.
Ever since Solid Gold, where she used to be the guest host on Solid Gold. Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I'm gonna send this over to you.
How many minutes is it?
It's a full episode.
Oh my God.
It's a full. So like, there'll be like because you remember the TV show, like she'd be in her bed, like. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Oh,
okay.
I can't wait.
It's so exciting.
I can't wait.
Podcast over.
I can't wait for this. Oh my God. This is going to be episode 45, y'all. If you're looking for it online.
Podcast over.
Oh God. Oh God. No. We got to get through this. Got to
see a man about a thing.
The man and the thing are both questionable, girl.
Leave Waylon alone.
Somehow she lived with a family. I don't know. Whatever.
I think my favorite Madam as we become adults. I think my favorite Madam fact is the fact that Waylon Smithers from The Simpsons is named for him.
Yep.
It makes me so happy, because The Simpsons, it's always there under the surface.
Mm-hmm.
There's always these little things under the surface that they're like, yeah, we like queer people. It's right there in all of the things we do.
Except for the one who plays Bart.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Oh, really? She's
hyper Christian, I thought.
Is she?
And her
Nancy
Maggie Cartwright. Unless she changed.
Well, we know Yeardley Smith is not. She's always been Lisa Simpson and her. They are very similar. I always found weird when Nancy Cartwright used to do this.
Nancy Cartwright. Not Maggie.
I'm also mad that I still know the names of all of the people that did these voices. Homer Simpson was Hank Azaria. Mm-hmm. No. Hank Azaria was Apu. I can see the guy's face that did Homer's because he was also on the Tracy Ullman show too, but I can't remember what his name is now. I wish that somebody would restream the old Tracy Ullman show. I would love to see what it's like.
Oh, no,
now.
she's Scientologist. That's what it is.
Oh. Come on, Phaeton princess. Yes. You better get them Phaetons, girl. Yeah.
Not Satans. What are you talking about?
Thetans, or whatever they're called. That's what they're called. That's what they audit. Thetans.
Not Satans.
No, Thetans.
Thetans. Yeah. Yeah. It's outlawed in Germany as a cult. I believe.
Is
Still
it?
Is, yeah.
Did they let Tom Cruise come in?
Eric owes Augie Doggy Daddy 50,000 Rupel doll hairs.
That's a lot of money back then.
Mm-hmm.
That
Now
was like a mansion in
now
Cove.
it's a Susie Toot. No, she only won about 10,000, but
I love the fact that she had the second amount of money out of the whole group.
of course she did.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Susie Toot till I die.
I love Susie Toot. I worry that she won't, that people are not going to get her the same way they got Jinx Monsoon.
I don't think that. I
Okay.
think that, so in my mind, okay, I'm going to give you like a brief, pretty funny thing that happened, right? Which to me illustrates what I hope that she goes back to, because it kind of shows how she really is. So one of the black markets, she did Britney Spears Toxic. But it was like I guess it was, what's that group that does like the old style, the postmodern jukebox? It was a postmodern jukebox of Toxic, but she did it as Walter White burlesque style. Like dressed in like the full hazmat suit at first, like the whole thing. It was so great. And when I watch her on Drag Race, it was difficult because like I could tell that she was trying to not show that other kind of like the edgier part of her, the little submersive side of her that I think will do well like off Broadway. But that's the thing, is like I don't, she really didn't get to show the full spectrum because she was just trying to be palatable so much, which I mean, I was kind of, you remember I told you that when we first got started, I was like, I'm nervous that she's going to just be like Broadway Susie, which she was. Because yeah, it was just one of those things where I was like, yeah, no, if she does like what she does back home, it should go over really well. But then she, she didn't. So hopefully now that she's got that money and, people really like her, she can try to be more herself again, which I think will go well. Or she does like Marsha and just ends up as like a performer on Broadway.
Oh yeah, she's backing for the MC.
Yeah,
which is great. Like, good job, Marsha.
Exactly. Use y'all. If you never take anything from this podcast, if any of you that are listening to this that's a queen and you get on that show, just use the platform. It doesn't matter if you win. Use it. Go with it. Don't think of it as your be all end all. Use it, because some of you girls, you go to that show and then you think that's going to be it, and then you end up back in your hometown. No, use it.
Don't Lexi love Maddie Morphosis. Am I wrong, girl?
No.
Yeah, like, you heard Lexi retired, right?
I know.
Temporarily
retired already, while also releasing a new song.
Well, girl, we're back in Cabot Cove.
Cabot Cove.
And JB sees Vivian.
Hey, girl.
Viv drops the keys to her station wagon because she's always losing her keys.
Oh, my God. You would not think a person that's this bubble-headed would be such a high-profile person in her business.
She is a business. She's Mrs. Businesswoman.
Yeah, she is.
Well, Viv has to go off and do some other stuff. So JB and Ralph, that's Daddy's name, Ralph Proctor, walk away, and we find out that Vivian is his second wife. His first wife, Mary or Maria, doesn't matter, died. It's very sad.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on a ride because this episode's getting ready to cut back and forth a lot. We are going Cabot Cove, New York, Cabot Cove, and back and forth in Cabot Cove.
Yeah.
How there's so many rich people.
Jet setting episode. Jet setting.
Yeah. So we're at home. We're at a home, and Eric is going through some files in a cabinet. His ex-wife is like, What are you doing here at gunpoint?
Hurt so much.
So, have you heard what Tammy Brown does in some of her shows? So she's like, let's do a thought experiment to get in the right place. And she has everybody close their eyes. And she's like, and picture yourself in a nice springtime, and like does some very calming voice stuff with like some twinkly music. Then all of a sudden has gunshots through the speakers. And she's doing this to the audience. And she's like, and then after that, she's like, well, that's what it's like to go to a concert sometimes in America. The best of us.
Literally. My gosh. There's no way in this world that Rue could have ever understood what he was truly unleashing into.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's somebody who's used the platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
And unashamedly never changed.
And you know the story about Kelly Mantle, right?
Oh.
First of all, she's Mickey Mantle's great niece. Yeah.
That's why her name is that?
Yeah. Her real name is Kelly Mantle. Like that is her actual name.
God, that's weird.
But she has been famous for a long time. Like she's been on because she's Mickey Mantle's relative.
Right.
And she's done stuff. And so like her first time in the workroom, she asked RuPaul to switch places with her because the lighting looks better on the other side. You need to find when the Bald the Beautiful where Kelly Mantle's on there. It is nuts. Like,
I love that so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that, you know what though? Now that you've said that, it makes so much more sense how she was on that show.
Indifferent?
Because, yeah. Like when she came on, she just seemed very indifferent. Like, like literally, just like almost like, why am I here? Kind of. Even though none of us knew who she was, but she herself. Wow.
Yeah,
because I guess like being in New York, like and being in that dynasty would have.
Yeah, you need to find the Bald and the Beautiful anytime they talk to Kelly Mantle. Because she toured with them. She played their like manager on tour.
Well, now
with.
She has like she got her own thing now that her.
Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle.
And it seems like people are really into it.
Oh, it's fun. It's weird. It's
I'll
good.
have to watch it now because I didn't realize it was. I thought I wasn't sure how weird it was going to be, but now I'll watch it.
Her first guest was Tammy Brown.
Never mind. That's all you had to say.
And they're both just out there.
That's all you had to say.
Well, so we're back at the Proctors, and the kids and Ralph leave to go to a Little League game. Vivian has a headache.
Oh, such a headache. My head's killing me.
So Vivian goes to the hotel and sees Eric. And is like talking to her, and she orders a drink. He makes her order a drink.
Okay.
And then it's the next morning at the hotel, girl.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Eric's dead.
Ooh.
And Vivian's keys are right there beside of him.
Vivian, girl, you have to be more careful when you kill somebody. Don't leave evidence.
I know, right, girl?
That seems silly. And you're friends with a mystery writer? You should know better, girl.
Well, Doc's here, and he's looking svelte.
He is.
So
Come on, Ozempic.
I had to look to see if he was getting ready to die. He's not.
What? He just lost some weight. That's the most southern thing. For
Girl,
you.
he's old though. Like he's older. He's older.
Yes. But also, that is one of the most southern jumps to conclusion that you probably have ever.
It's true.
It's ingrained in our entire DNA.
Uh-huh.
If a person loses too much weight, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Yeah, that's why with these guns.
I know you got to beef out a little bit. You can't just lose weight, girl. Because
I'm trying to beef out, not lose weight.
everybody in the Ville's gonna be praying for you. Great girl.
So it's a puncture wound by knife.
Oh, nice.
The knife is not there, and they found a note that says something like, "Please stop and leave me alone." It's a free note.
She just left all sorts of evidence, didn't she? Good gracious.
And the doc's just sitting there eating celery, saying, "Then this is how I look this way."
It's not.
It's not. So we're at Vivian's, and she left for work. Like she's going to Dallas.
Oh,
yes.
Come on, Dallas.
We're at the police, and JB arrives, and she's like, "Hey, Doc, did you forget to take your bitch? Sorry, you're my bitch. Bitch, did you forget to take your owner to the airport?"
Sometimes.
So the sheriff has a lead in the case, girl.
Okay.
It's Vivian Proctor because those were her keys.
I mean, isn't she the killer? She's not the killer?
Well,
Seems like pretty open
we
shut
don't
case.
know who it is yet, girl.
I mean, but that sheriff has got stuff to do. He's just wrapped up.
I know he's with this show for a long time. I don't like him. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think that I do like the fact that they made him so not like Amos that it does make the dynamic a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, but don't you miss Amos?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
all the time.
All the time.
I mean, but nobody's
and Amos's accent. Don't you miss Amos's accent?
I don't miss that part. I like Tom Bosley. He's great.
He is. Well, JB's like, okay, we're going to change my flight because obviously in for a penny, in for a pound. So JB,
so she did there.
Yeah, pretty much. JB, Doc, and the sheriff go to the Proctors. And Ralph's like, I had the keys, but I had to use the spare, which I keep in my glove box.
Girl, it was a different time. It was a different time, girl.
Your mama never kept a spare key in the glove box. I know she didn't. It was in the junk drawer, in the kitchen, right there. Because you are a Southern family, and I know exactly where you keep your shit.
Yeah, we talking about white Northern people.
That's fair.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Right? Was it people are like, oh, this neighborhood's so nice. You don't even have to lock your doors. I'm like, okay. All right. That's why your aunt's gonna be dead one day. If you even lock your door. You just gotta have one crackhead. That's it. It just takes the one.
I forget to lock my door sometimes here.
What?
Yeah. If I'm gone for like 15 minutes, I forget to lock my doors. Because the thing is, so here's the other part of that. My house is right on the main road. Like, I'm the first house right off the main road. No, they ain't going to come to mine. Because everybody can see it.
That's true.
They're going to go the one all the way back into the place.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
You're
and,
right.
like, there's too much traffic right here. And the ones who are going to try to come through that door are going to make it through that door no matter what.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Did
I ever tell you about the person in my old neighborhood who was breaking into houses?
No.
He claimed to be a vacuum salesman. He would come around, ring the front door. If you were there, he'd say he was a vacuum salesman. If not, he would come around back and bust in the door. He actually robbed the people beside of us because they were in their house, but they didn't answer the door, and he came in with a gun. No, he didn't actually rob them. He came in, busted through the door, and like ran away. That's what it was. They were South African, so they better be glad that they did not have their gun, because everybody in South Africa's got, every white person in South Africa's got a gun.
See, that'd be bad for me, because like that's the kind of thing I would do. Because I don't answer the door.
Yeah.
I would not answer the door if somebody like that did that.
Yeah.
And ooh, that would not go well at all. I'd be grabbing a butcher knife, girl. I'd be like, "Come on,
Girl,
come on,
grab those candelabras. They're pointy."
Come on, Cletus. Come on. You want
Start
this?
throwing
Come
the
on.
glass octopuses. Girl, them geodes are heavy.
The geodes are actually really heavy. You're right. I would literally be like, "Come on, you want?"
Grab the lightsaber.
Dogs be barking. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna get real messy.
Your dogs ain't gonna be helpful.
They're not. I mean, they're loud.
Yeah, they're loud.
They're loud. They're so loud. So at least that would happen.
Your little three-legged cat could just hop up and scratch one time and run away.
She'd be like, who is this? Who is this?
She'd probably go back to the back bedroom and shut the door and lock it.
She does do that sometimes. Actually, there was a storm earlier today, and she literally went into the master bedroom and just crawled in the closet like, I'm done with this already. I was like, girl, the storm just started. Like, what in the world? She can't keep up. It's fine.
Right. Well, the sheriff finds paper that's similar to the note in the cabinet, which seems to lead to Mrs. Proctor. But she's gone to Dallas right now, so you can't find her. Well, on the drive to the airport, JB and Doc are talking. Doc's being a little bit sexist, and
surprise.
Doc, at the very end of it's like, JB, I don't care what you say. Vivian was there. Like, we have proof she was there. I don't care what sort of other fantasies you have. Vivian was there. Well, girl, we're at a party in New York City. And JB's talking to the head of the Children's Fund, Mr. Austin.
Okay.
And he's like, you know what? I'm glad you come tonight so you can meet my wife. She couldn't be at the previous function, but she's here now, and I'd love for you to meet her. She's a huge fan of yours. Massive fan.
Okay.
Oh, honey, JB, meet my wife, Ms. Vivian Austin. Face crack. It's Vivian.
Is that who I think it is?
It's the same Vivian, only she has her hair up.
Oh my god.
And it's a little bit better condition, I'm not going to lie.
Actually, girl. You can tell.
Yeah,
She did a good
she
job.
had a VO5 heat treatment.
Come on, VO. I did that.
When did you do that?
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Well, why don't you do it now?
I mean, they have leave-in conditioners now, so it's not as necessary. But back then, yeah. I used to ask him. As soon as those commercials started coming out, I was like, "Can I?"
And was your mom like, sure?
Sure. Oh, our parents.
You know they still make them, right? Like, you can do it.
Girl, I just wanted to do it because they were doing it on the commercial.
I
like,
know, but girl, relive your 80s. Do you ever use Calgon anymore? Then how are you going to be taken away?
They'll do it, girl. Give it time. They'll do it. They always do.
Well, so they go to the library, Vivian and JB. And JB's like, what the fuck? Vivian's like, I. Mr. Austin walks in and goes, how about you stay the night, JB? And Vivian's like, yes, we'll talk in the morning. So it's the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And Vivian was like, it was exciting, but it eventually calmed down. And he started, looking past me and etc. Then I started my own business to, have something to do. And then I 3 years ago, I met a nice young Ralph. And we really hit it off, and we fell in love.
And I committed bigamy.
JB's like, you gotta tell him, boo. She's
I have
like,
a question.
yeah.
Was she married to Ralph?
Yeah.
So even through all of this, by the end of this episode, it's still well established that this woman's committed bigamy.
Oh yeah. She's not married to Ralph. Like she is as soon as she gets her divorce, she can remarry him, but like no, she is not married to Ralph.
Yeah. Cuz at first it was like they made it feel very much like they were married. And then I got a little lost. I was like, wait, were they married?
No, she's a bigamist. Maybe they should just go to Utah. No, they can't do that in Utah either. Because they changed that so they could become a state.
I guess Jessica doesn't really care unless it's murder. She doesn't care about the other crimes.
No. I mean, why would she? This is a crime of passion.
A very long passion.
So we're at the police. The sheriff's calling Dallas of Fort Worth, and he can't find Vivian. And the sheriff's being a sexist. Like, just blunt sexist. We'll move on from that. We're at Vivian's, and Vivian asked JB for secrecy. And she also comes clean about Eric. They met up with him one time on the plane, and she always loses her keys. Well, we're back at the sheriff again, girl. And Vivian is denying her affair with Eric.
Oh, good. Does he believe her?
No.
Because he's sexist.
Yes. Vivian denies even being at the bar. And he's like, you can't because the bartender saw you there. She's like, fine. I went there to tell him to leave me alone.
Okay, Tallulah Bankhead. I think that this episode, upon the second time watching it, I realized just how much, even though I hate to even say these words, this episode really is a relevant current event type of episode talking about like toxic masculinity because man, they talk kind of terrible about her.
Oh yeah.
Her dude. Like
Yeah, they do.
Multiple members on this show, like the doctor, everybody just kept blasting him for not even like being a kept up man, but just working at home and taking care of his kids without his dead wife. It was very strange because when they said he's an accountant, he has his own accounting business. I was like, so wait, he's not even like a house husband. Like he just works at home as an accountant. But my goodness, they just really laid into him in a way that I was not quite prepared for.
Did you know Nancy Cartwright is Sabrina Carpenter's aunt?
Isn't Sabrina Carpenter my espresso princess?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I wonder if she can get Bart Simpson to do a duet with her. Maybe they can go revisit one of those old Simpsons tapes from the 80s that I had three of the volumes. Simpsons Sings the Blues was one of them. Oh, that was a great thing. I wish people would go back and listen to some of those. It was such an interesting concept to have a jazz album with the Simpsons.
You and the Simpsons. I know.
I love them.
I know. They were good. Then they were hot garbage. Then they were okay. Then they were hot garbage. I think they're back to being. I think they're back to being better than okay.
Yeah, they've gotten back on track again. I think that what I think kind of threw it off. I truly, and not just like it's bad writing. I think that it went on so long.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. Terms and conditions apply.
that they were having trouble trying to figure out like how to make it go because they were trying to stick to certain rules. So like I think a big turning point was when they basically like retroactively like changed Homer and Marge's age appropriateness so that like the jokes about Homer in high school now were in the 90s and things like that. Like I think that they were struggling because after a while it was like, well, how do we keep this going? Because now they're like grandparent age technically. So for a modern generation, that wouldn't make any sense. And ever since then, it seems like it's gotten back on track in terms of like, being funny again.
So JB's like, well, you know, there's no murder weapon, no time of death. This is all circumstantial.
Well, worse people have been convicted for less.
Well, we're at JB's, and Doc and JB are sitting there and talking, and like he reaches for a cookie, and JB turns around and says, "A cookie, Seth," and he drops the cookie back into the thing. JB's like fretting because she has something to say, and Doc's like, well, I can handle it. Anything you say, I can handle it. She's like, okay, Vivian Proctor has another husband in New York City. And he's like, pooh.
That was one of his best spectates ever.
Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't handle it.
No. Strong, independent woman with 2 husbands?
Yeah.
What?
Well, now we're at Eric's wife's house. And Mrs. Bowman. And she's like, I'll survive, y'all. In fact, I'm pretty happy the asshole's gone. I'm glad they did a favor. And, he used to hang out that Starlight Inn, and that's where they're gangsters. There's a bookie from Boston who comes in named Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy. And my husband's a gambler and owed like $50,000 in debt. And I'm glad that's all gone. Well, JB's like, I want to go to the Starlight Inn, and Doc's like, absolutely not. That is not a place. It's not safe. Girl, now we're at the hotel, and we get to see JB playing an American Boston accent. Oh my God. Watching her play another character is so fantastic. I
love it.
I eat it. It is camp. What she does with her wig, and she kind of puts it down and like, she talks to Frankie, the bartender, about betting on baseball, and she asks if Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy's been in today. He's like, he looks very uncomfortable and looks over to Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy, who's sitting over on the side of the room, and she's like, no, he hasn't been. And she's like, oh, okay, because I wanted to see him about a horse.
Then she just starts spitting out all of these like sportsy things.
She does. She goes on and on, lays it on thick. She walks over to Augie Doggy Doggy Daddy, and he's like, madam, I don't know what you're talking about, because she wants to put some money on a horse. Well, he leaves. She pays and leaves. So we're back at the sheriff, and he gets a tip from a concerned citizen from Auntie Maim.
I love her work.
I do
so
too.
Good. So good. Profound.
But we're at the Proctor's house, and Vivian is acting distant. Ralph says, do you have anything you want to tell me that I need to know about that you haven't told me? And she's like, no. And she leaves. She gets in her little Ford Probe, girl, Ford Probe, and leaves. Well, Ralph gets ready to leave, but he's stopped by the cops. And immediately the sheriff finds the knife in his car.
No, because of Annie and her tip.
Oh, yes, the shark has pearly teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly whites. Oh, yes, a shark knife has my teeth, dear. Anyway.
Mackenzie Phillips, the knife.
Mackenzie.
That's the full name, right?
Mackenzie Phillips, the knife.
That's her full name, right?
God damn. Oh, Lord. Well, we're back at JB's, and we find out that Eric was blackmailing Vivian.
What?
She knew about it. She drove over. He knew about her and Mr. Austin. He followed her like home, and so she drove out to the bar to give him the $50K to shut him up.
Oh my.
So we're back at the sheriff's office, and JB's like, all this is very, very weird. Who was the person who put in the call? Was it a man or a woman? It was a man.
Oh, that's man.
It was a man. Well, they arrest and put Ralph in jail, right? Like, so he's in jail. Vivian is going back to New York City to talk to her man, but she lost her keys again.
Jeez, girl.
And JB's like, real talk, girl, did you have your keys that night or not? This is very important. And she's like, I think, no, I had to use the ones. Yeah, I had to use the ones that were in the glove compartment.
Did she do all that?
Yes.
Why do I not remember her doing all the groping?
Tiny little glove compartment.
I think you're just happy to have pecs again.
I don't have pecs. I don't. They look, girl. Whenever I lift weights,
You know that you actually do have pecs.
I know. No shit. Like, I know I've got pecs, but I'm saying that no, like ones that look. When I work out, arms get bigger, shoulders get bigger, chest goes flatter, belly stays same or gets bigger, legs get bigger, ass goes flat. Yes. Yes. So it's a whoop, whoop. Like the back is this and this is whoop, whoop.
That was perfect.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, I my chest will eventually get kind of, if it's like what happened when I was younger, it'll eventually get a little more cut. But like, no. My arms will get more definition than my chest ever will. It's just the way I'm built.
German.
Made low to the ground, built for farm work.
I always think about you because there's that I don't know if you've ever heard this song before. Have you ever heard the song German Bold Italic?
No.
I'll have to send it to you. There's a song. It's called German Bold Italic. It's the DJ from Delight, Talate, and Kylie Minogue.
Okay.
And she's basically German Bold, like the typeface.
Okay.
It's like a spoken word dance track. It's one of the craziest things that I always tell people when they're like, why do you like Kylie Minogue so much? I'm like, I heard this one song in the midst of everything else, right? Because of the internet being what it was at the time.
Yeah.
I heard this one song that was so like submersive, deep dance cut.
Mm-hmm.
That was what sealed it for me. I was like, oh, she's that kind of girl. She'll do both. That's what it was for me. But I'll have to send it to you because it's a hoot.
So, girl, we're back at the bar, and JB is like, "Hey, can I get Augie Doggy Day's number? I need to talk to him." And he gives it to her, and she about a horse, you know. She leaves the payment and the keys on the bar.
Yes.
We're back at JB's. Augie Doggy Day comes over. And she's like, I've got information about Eric's murder. Where's the money? He's like, he didn't have any money. She's like, yes, I know. He had money that night. He got $50,000 at the bar the night he died. Augie Doggy Day leaves, and now we're at Frankie's. He is packing. Augie Doggy Day busts in, decks Frankie in the face, goes through his luggage and finds $50,000. The police come in and arrest them both. We're back at Vivian's. She's already talked to Miles, and they're going to have a quiet divorce. And she goes inside to talk to Ralph. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you like this episode?
It was interesting. I actually did like this one because it was just kind
a
of
lot.
Yeah. Like it was very silly, like in a way. So yeah, I would say I really did like this a lot. Actually, I like the fact that, I mean, you're usually better at predicting these things than I am. I wasn't 100% sure it was the bartender. That one kind of caught me off guard. I mean, I didn't know who it was going to be, but like for some reason he just wasn't registering with me.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was going to be, but it was the only.
They didn't introduce a lot of extra characters this time, so my brain thought just for the sake of being found out and that I knew it was going to be amazing, but I wanted it to be the ex-wife because I knew I knew it would have been. Oh, it would have been so amazing. Her reveal would have been perfection.
Yeah. I agree. Or like even crazier, Miles like found out about Vivian and killed him after he found out she took $50,000. Yep. Like I was expecting something a lot bigger, but no.
Yes.
That was it. I enjoyed it. Like I did not even think about the bartender. Like that he did such a good job that I did not think about him.
Yeah, he just stayed on the radar. Like he just was very. So yeah, I thought that was good. But I also thought the explanation of it was even better because, oh wow, like because the cool thing I thought about
everything.
Well, yeah, the bartender, and the cool thing I also thought was the fact that they didn't show the money exchange, right? Like they didn't tell us that until maybe like 20 minutes later that actually happened. So yeah, I thought they actually did the mystery part of this was actually done really well.
Why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Hello, dear listeners. It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me every Monday night hosting Kiki Karaoke at the Hotel Gathering in Miami Beach, Florida. And anything else I find out about, I'll tell Mims and she'll put it on my website. I'm yourauntiemaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, all of the Divine Miss Spins. You can find me online at divinemissspins.com. Hey, Maim. Did you know we have a Patreon? That right. If you go to patreon.com/Mims, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. It's called Baking Sugar. It's the Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim. Did you know that we have a website? That's right. You can go to mimsandmaim.com to find out what we're up to. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know? Do you know? Do you know what I love?
You love a 5-star review.
I do. It slaps my butt real hard. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know our dear listeners can reach out to us?
What?
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you like my ring?
I do. What is it, a mood ring?
No, it's just on. My mood's just black. Hey, Maim.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was a
Say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.